everybody, welcome to Your Immunity Kitchen. Lisa here today. We are going to make some sweet potato tortillas. So I've done a lot of chopping here, but we're just going to get the last of the sweet potato chopped up, and we are using our KitchenAid food processor to chop everything nice and fine. So it's quite an easy recipe. It's so much better than using those bought corn tortillas or tortillas. And so I'm just going to chop this up into cubes, and then we're going to throw it into the food processor. Okay, so we're going to put 1, 2, 3. Now, sweet potatoes are really great for you. Lots of A's and D's, great fibre for your gut. Really, really beautiful and sweet, and great to use in lots of different recipes. So we've got 1 more cup. We're probably going to have a little left over, which is good because then we can roast that up for something, for a salad later. Okay, so we're doing 4 cups. There we go. So we'll pop that away for a bit later, and I'm going to roast that up in the oven as well. Okay, so then we have some lovely chopped red onion that we're going to pop in as well. And we're going to blend this all together. Now it's better to do this first before you add any other ingredients to it. Just to break it down, it's a lot easier. Okay. So let's pop that down, and a little bit of noise. Okay, grab a spatula out of here. And I'm just going to just give it a little bit more, and then we're going to add all the rest of the ingredients into it. So we're just going to take the lid off here. That's the joys of that food processor. And we're going to add a few more things in. So here I have 1.5 cups of ground up flaxseed or linseed. We're going to pop that in. Some ground up sunflower seeds, and we're going to pop that in. So that's it's really, really beautiful, nice and fine. I just do it in, you can do it in a coffee grinder if you want to, or I have a nut and seed blender. Okay, I have a bit of cumin here that I'm going to pop in, some salt, and some really nice avocado oil. So we're just going to pour that in there. Okay, then we're going to pop this lid back on and grind it up. Now there is a fair amount of ingredients in here, so we're going to need to stir it up. But this is just full of so much goodness. You know, there's a lot of protein in there with the sunflower seeds and the flax seeds, but with the flax seeds, you've also got some beautiful omegas in there. The avocado oil's got omegas in there. There's just so much going on. It's just beautiful. Now we're just going to put a touch of water in there. Now. There we go. So we're just going to put it on again. It's nearly done. Alright, so that takes about 10 minutes or so. You want it, and I'll show you, you want it so it looks like a dough, okay? So it really looks like a really nice dough that you'll be able to wipe across the oven tray that we're just going to get out now. Okay. My hand rinse. So what I do is I do a bit at a time. Okay, I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do, this is a little trick that you can do, is just get a whole lot of mixture on there. I'll just pop that back on there. There we got there in the end. I'm actually going to flip it over. And we're going to push it down using 2 pieces of baking paper. Just makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, and then we can use a knife to push it out further. Okay. That just gives you a bit of help, a bit of a helping hand. All right. So then what I'm going to do is my knife, give it a little bit of water, just because otherwise it won't stick, and we need to get it fairly thin, okay? So you need it thin, but you just need to keep an eye on it that it's not too thin. And yes, this recipe takes just a little bit more than my normal recipes, but it's worth it, let me tell you. These are so, so delicious. So I've got that all laid out. Now it makes a couple of these size trays, okay? Now what you're going to do now is, you're actually going to cut them, okay, pre-cut them. So I just score them into tortilla sized chips. And then we put them in the oven. Now you're only on a low oven for about 110 degrees Celsius. And then what you're doing is, it does take a little bit because they have to dry out, okay, and turn into chips. So it's really low for a long period of time. It's about 2 hours. So, you know, this is for a day when you're doing lots of other things at home. So there we go. There. So there you have it. Okay, there's a tray, and we're going to put them in the oven now. I've just put it out halfway to turn it all over. Now you'll see that because we've scored it, it will come off in looking like chips. So we're just going to break them and turn them over. And then they're going to go back in the oven for a bit longer. You'll find the ones towards the middle will be a bit softer on the back. But we're just going to turn them all over. And it's easy to do with your hands. You don't need to use any implements, really. So we just get it all turned over, and then you can lay them all out again. And then we're just going to pop them back into the oven to finish the other side and finish crisping up. And then we will come back again and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, back into the oven they go. So I've just got them out the oven and they're looking really, really good. I've got my bit of hummus here, and oh, that's good. Really, really yummy. So make a bit of hummus to have with these. These are delicious. They just take a little bit, they're very quick to whip up. They just take a little bit in the oven, that's all. So from my Immunity Kitchen to yours, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.